Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing a spare key for a Skoda Octavia. This is a key that the customer's brought in, and these are the keys that we're going to be using. So we've got these keys. So these keys are available at Autowave. We've got the RK0066. This is the remote fob section, and then we've got the KC16. This is the bladed section. So this is a bladed section with the transponder built into it. Both keys are available at Autowave, as you can see. So today we're going to get this started. First of all, we're going to start off using the CGDI Godzilla machine to get these cut, or learnt and cut. So we're going to go into vehicle database, then we're going to go for Skoda. Need to get my spelling right. There we go. So we've got Skoda, so we can just use it as a Skoda Octavia. That's the one that the customer's brought into us. It's a HU66 blade, as you can see there. It's telling us to use the B clamp, and it wants us to put the blade all the way into the mark on there. So we're just going to spin this round to our B section. We're just going to open it up there, and then we're going to input this key in. So we want to move it all the way up to the groove there, as it's showed on the diagram. So push down there. That's all done. So now we're going to get the key learnt, so we can get it cut onto our new blade. Right, and that's been learnt into the system. As you can see, there's the blade that we've got to cut onto the new one. So let's remove that key out of there, and then put our new remote head in here. Push that all the way in, turn it up, and then we're going to go and cut in, continue. So now the blade's all cut, we're going to add it onto the remote section. So take the remote section out of the bag, and then what we're going to do is get this added on to the bladed section. So these just slip straight in, as you can see, just like that. What we're going to do is we're going to, instead of getting the key programmed in diagnostically, the whole key, we're going to be cloning it, cloning the chip. It's an ID48 chip, so we can clone this using the VVDI mini key tool. And then what we're going to do after we've done that, we're going to get the remote section programmed in with the OBDStar. So let's go. Right then, so we've cut the blade for our new key. So original key, after it's been cut, turns, new key, turns. And now we're going to connect up to our Xhorse mini key tool and get the cloning done. So what we want to do is we want to get onto the app, we want to set the mini key tool section, transponder clone, and then what we want to do is we want to read the transponder. So we're going to use the customer's original key, put in the ended section inside the mini key tool, then we want to click read transponder. We want to connect up to the mini key tool that we're using, which is this one, read transponder again, and that reads as a transponder 48. So it is a clonable chip, so we want to go through with the cloning section so we can add it onto the new transponder on our new key. So we need to click clone, and this is basically going to be running through the steps of keeping the original key into the transponder so it can collect all the data, and then what we're going to do is we're going to be sniffing the ignition so we can pull all the information to add it into our new key. So we're going to click start clone, so it's identifying the key, it recognises it there. And then we're going to, our next section is the sniffer data, and I'll show you just how to do that. Right then, so it's now wanting to collect in the data. So we want to take the key out of the mini key tool. You want to put it into the ignition. You want to hold the antenna up to the ignition, and then you want to turn it. And as you can see on my phone, it now says successfully collected on data 1. So we just want to repeat that step about 8 times. So take it out, put it in. That's group data 2. Take it out, put it in. There we go. So it's collected all the data. You want to get your original key, you want to put it back inside the mini key tool. And now what it's going to be doing is it's going to be just checking the key and adding it into the server. There we go. So it's all successfully uploaded. And now it's going to do a calculation result. So this result is going to take 37 minutes for the calculation to be done. It can range from even from like 30 seconds to a minute, and it can go up to around 45 minutes usually when the servers are quite busy in the day. But this one's 37 minutes, so once that's done, we'll go from there. So when this is actually doing the calculation to the server, and you've got your 36 minutes showing there, on your mini key tool, it may turn itself off, or it may disconnect from your phone. It's a normal procedure. What happens is this will go off, and then you click query calculation result, and then it'll pull the screen back up, and it'll still be running in the background of things, so there's no need to worry about it disconnecting or anything. It is still doing what it needs to do. Right then, so this is a bit of an example of what I was explaining earlier. So you can see here the mini key tool's gone off, the key's still in there, and it's disconnected. So what we want to do is you want to turn the mini key tool back on, and then what will happen is it'll come up on here, and then you just want to reconnect it back up. So as soon as you tap that, it'll reconnect, and what you want to do is you want to go to read transponder, you want to click clone again, and then query calculation result, and then it'll pull the system back up. So there, 20 minutes, so it was 37 minutes earlier, now it's on 20. So as I explained, it won't turn itself off or disconnect or stop doing what it's doing. It will carry on querying the result and pulling it from the server, so we can still clone as normal. You haven't got to start the procedure again. Right then, so basically what's happened is it's done the queried the result, and then what will happen is it will tell you to put the original key into the reader, but obviously we already left the original key in. So after it's done that, it will say read the original key, and then on the next bit it will tell you to take the original key out and put the new key in. So you just want to put the new key in, and then it will just quickly write on the new chip the data that it's basically queried overall from the original key. So after you've done that, you just want to click complete, and that's basically done. So now this key will start the car, and the next section we've got to go into is the remote section. So we're going to program the remote keys in so it can lock and unlock. So yeah, let's go get that done now. Right then, so we've programmed the chips on both of these keys now. So as you can see, we'll just get these tested now quickly. So original key starts the car, and then obviously we'll unlock as normal and stuff. And the new key, now this has all been cloned, again that one starts the car. So as you can see on the new key, it will start the car, but it won't unlock or anything because the remote isn't actually programmed in. So our next step of this is to program the remote. So we want to go to car immobilizer, and then we want to go to put the keys down there. Right then, so we've got a Skoda, so we're going to go into Europe, and then we're going to find our VAG group section, which is here. So Volkswagen, Skoda, Audi, Seat. I'm going to click enter there, so we can go into the system, make sure we've all got a strong connection on here. Right then, so we've got a Skoda, and what we want to do is we don't want to auto-detect the model or manual select the model, we want to manual select the system because we're only programming the remote on this vehicle. So we want to go there. Then what we want to do is you've got all these menus and options. We are going to program the remote. So you just click program remote. So it will come up with loads of listings of all these modules that are in the car to program the remote in. So what we want to do is just normally just go through them all. So normally the first one you can program it straight in, but sometimes you just got to through all the others as well. So we want to go to there. We'll try the first one, program remote. So it says press the central lock button. So the central lock button in this vehicle, normally they're on the doors in these VAG cars, but down here, this one's down here, look. So what we're going to do is just click the button and then enter. Press any key of the key within 10 seconds. So we've got our new key here. We want to just press, and once it's responded, it will add in. So program failed. So it's not that system that we're going to be using. So what we want to do is we want to just escape out there and go on to the next one. Right, so it's not that one. So now I want to go try this one. Program remote. Press the central lock button. Press enter. Turn the key in this with a valid key. So it wants us to use the original key. We can use any key, but we'll use the original one because we want to program the new key in. Right, already press any button on the remote to be added. I'm going to click enter. What's this on our next one? Has this one been added in? We'll just try it. There we go. So that's one now been added in. As you can see, lock and unlock works fine on that one. So just to go through it again, so this one is the CAN bus system. So this is the central comfort module one. Some of them may be different on the different years that you're using or the vehicle that you might be doing it for with the ID48 chips on, obviously the keys that you're using. So there's no harm in just going through them just to double check. Obviously on the first go you might find the right one straight away, but on this one it was that option. So that is now all done. So the key, the new key that I've got, so this is the original key, sorry, so there's the original and there's the Autowave key. So that key's now fully programmed in. Any questions or comments that you have, just comment below or contact us here at Autowave. Again, the keys are fully in stock and available here, and the OBDStar machine that we're using is also available at Autowave. Thank you very much for watching.